God said, let them grow together, and then at the end I'll tear the wheats from the you know, but the Bible is truth, and if you'll read the Bible, it even shows you a picture that there's a glass dome firmament, and back in what? Okay, here's the timeline. Back in 1968, when did Admiral Byrd die? And then we made the NASA space program.
I can go into that.
Werner von Braun, the president of the NASA space industry, this company that's ripping all of our tax dollars off and paying for all these rich politicians.
The Bible, when you look into it, and they try to distort it and say it's lies, but when you look into it, everything that they said would come true has came true on the exact time. They state the date and everything.
Do you know what 9/11 is? 9/11 is Jesus' real birthday.
All right, we probably overloading him right now.
No, he's not. 9/11 is actually Jesus' birthday. The Bible tells it.
No, I don't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
so that's some cool shit.
Yeah, that's why they did that.
That's why they did that on 9/11 in New York with the buildings, right? But also in the Bible,
Hey,
the year
they
20.
They say Jesus was born in like November or September or some shit like that. He was not born in December.
September, right? Okay, there's so many things I want to tell you. I don't know where to go. And
But look, so this is what happened. Once they in the 50s when they started, the whole reason why NASA came out is because it was right at the time where they had the technology to actually be able to go up and see what we're on for ourselves. Bro, just tell me to chill if it's getting too crazy.
Is it overload?
It ain't getting too crazy. Because I'm interested.
When I tell people this stuff, like,
shit, I've been wanting to know the truth since fucking...
But you've always known we're not spinning. Do you think we're really spinning? No, we're
don't
standing
feel like
still.
everything that tells you is...
Hell no, we're not spinning. I mean...
Okay. You know
that we're not spinning because how can the ocean stand still if we're spinning?
Right,
and
but they don't teach you that in school. You know, they teach you on
sense to me.
I mean, it sounds crazy.
Right.
Like sometimes you gotta just think for yourself.
Exactly,
you know
not let them tell you.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's in the books, man. That's what they said. Well, who the fuck is they, bro?
Right.
Anybody could be they. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more education you have, the stupider you are.
Fucking prove shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, nah, okay, you're telling me that this is why.
Shit,
But they set it up to where
you ain't allowed
they set it up to where anyone who has their own personality, and if they actually have questions, the teacher belittles them, the class laughs, they get bullied. So it's all structured.
You know about Project High Jump, Project Fishbowl,
Oh yeah,
Project Dominic? These are all tell him CIA military operations.
My first name's Dominic.
Oh,
this is
cool.
a sign
You know
right
what Dominic
here,
means? Dominic is God.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Damn,
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when
What's up, God?
That's crazy.
That's strong as death, dude.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, back
So,
to the NASA. Yeah.
when they found out, when they actually had the technology to find out where we were, and they found out it was flat.
Because their planes were running into this glass invisible wall, just exploding in thin air.
And check this out.
Admiral Byrd.
They were like, they came up with this whole scheme, and it's Satan's mass deception. It's evil. They came up with this scheme. That's when they came up with NASA, and they made all this stuff up. And when you look at the footage, it's all fake. They said we went to the moon, but we've never been back. And they literally actually tell you the truth. They're like, yeah, we went to the moon, but actually we've never been out of low Earth orbit. They just say that years later, and people got the attention spans of children, or don't even care to look into this shit, that they're rubbing it in your face.
Did you know that the moon is 70 miles wide? Sorry to cut you off.
No, I got.
Did you know the moon is 70 miles wide? And it's not a place you can land on.
So Antarctica, you can look up flat Earth map, and it'll make more sense.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to go to Antarctica.
Because there was a treaty made after NASA was invented and formed by Werner von Braun.
Who was a Nazi.
The guy that made all of our hard-earned tax dollars go straight to these fucking politicians, right?
Yep.
Stealing people's money. But on his gravestone, on his tombstone, you know what it says? It says one thing. Psalms 19:1, I believe. And you know what that means? The heavens and the sky show God's handiwork. Meaning, there is a firmament. Yeah. There's not a space.
He was letting everyone know before he died. This is a dude
right before he died.
Didn't believe in God. He was a scientist, a Nazi scientist, who was the head of NASA.
Head of NASA, the inventor of it.
And on his tombstone, he put that himself.
Because
he
on his
chose to have
deathbed-
that on his tombstone.
Yeah, dude. Is that not some shit, dude?
Yeah, that's some revealing
I
shit.
should turn
Yup.
this on. Get some heat going. It's freezing, huh?
That's some revealing shit.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind.
Yeah, I was look into it, dude. Like, don't
Yeah, but
don't
if
believe
you-
us. Shit, look into it,
Hey,
because the truth is out
If you
there.
put a Christmas tree up at Christmas time in your house, do you?
I don't put up Christmas.
No? Word,
See, you naturally
brother.
you just instinctively know what's up. It seems like.
Are
man.
you just trying to kiss our ass and be our friend?
Nah, I don't
Oh,
celebrate
yeah.
try to.
Christmas.
You fading?
Right on. Word. If you do it on 9/11. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his birthday. You
Yeah, I
know?
just never into that shit.
Yeah.
Christmas, Easter, all that shit.
It-
Shit don't even sound right.
Right.
So
So
what-
Bunny coming to Christmas. Don't think for a second I ain't gonna go home and remember.
Aw,
to look
right
this
on.
shit up, though.
Do it, man. I'm
Next
telling
time
you.
we smoke,
Hey,
I think it's
knowledge is
You know,
power.
Yeah, it's knowledge. So
Hell
anything
yeah.
I can learn about anything. I'm
Exactly.
Word, right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Right
It's
on.
knowledge. It ain't.
That's right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm 40.
But you gotta read through the lines because they put bullshit out there too to try and trick people. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting down to it.
What I gotta look up? I can look that
Look
up.
up flat Earth map. That's all you gotta
Flat
look.
Earth map.
Yeah.
Flat Earth map.
Alright, we're gonna look it up right now.
I mean, it is crazy.
And find out what's up with this shit.
Dude, there's so much. But,
But-
yeah, on his tombstone, all it said was
Whose is this?
Werner von Braun, when he died, and Psalms 19:1. And that's God showeth his handiwork. It basically says what the Bible says about it, which there's a glass firmament up there. It ain't no ball. It says the earth hangs on no thing.
Alright.
Okay.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth map.
Yeah, and everyone will point to, what about Isaiah 42:22, whatever? Because
Hey,
it
bro,
says
I'ma-
the circle of the earth. The
Bro,
cir-
I'm gonna send you some stuff, some links, some YouTube videos to watch, and it will show you. You can look into it more.
Yeah.
That's the map of it. And Antarctica is going around, and that's why no one's allowed to go there.
You know what tipped me off and sold
this
me?
is Antarctica.
Yeah.
There's
no
so
one's allowed
many-
to go.
Antarctica.
There's,
Yeah. If you
There's-
try and go there, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be too cold. That's like that area 50.
but this whole ice wall is what's holding the water in, because people are like, "What? It's flat. You're gonna fall off." No, there's an ice wall, and that's where we get our water, our infinite water from. You know?
They'll make up like they'll say you can plan an expedition and you can go to Antarctica, but it's government paid. It's government. You can't go. You can only go where they say.
But
You
you-
can't freely go and
Right,
find that
right.
shit.
Y'all
yourself.
let me drink some of that.
What?